Hello, my friends, and welcome to episode 111, the final episode in the blind playthrough of Old School RuneScape. We are at the end of the journey. This is the very end. We're doing the final quest that I've left for myself, Dragon Slayer 2. My understanding is the hardest quest in the game. It is even harder than Song of the Elves. We have, just to kind of summarize the journey so far, we have done every single quest. This quest tracker I made, all of these are done, including even the mini quests, which I originally said I wasn't going to do. We finished all of those. The only thing remaining is Dragon Slayer 2. The 10-man project. Basically, the rule is we can't buy anything from the Grand Exchange without earning it on our own and selling it back to the Grand Exchange later, and we have done that. It's been okay to sell things at the Grand Exchange throughout the playthrough. I don't really mind new forms of gold income. We basically just spent those on things you can get from shops and from NPCs. By restricting what we buy from the Grand Exchange, we've made sure that I've earned everything in this playthrough. It has all been paid back, every last item. So now it's time to start Dragon Slayer 2, and this is probably going to take me more than the typical 8 hours per episode. I have decided that we're going to allow as much time as is necessary to finish this, even if we have to go off and do other things on the way. I will go do Nightmare Zone to get an imbued salve amulet if we need it. And we'll just include that all in one episode. We're not going to cut away until it's done. So first things first, we have to go to the Myths Guild, which I believe is in... it's like near Feldip Hills over by the Chompy Bird hunting area. I think my best way to get there is to... let's see. Do I have a spirit tree there, or is that something that I have to grow? I'm okay with the aesthetics of episode 111. It's pretty good. I didn't realize Priphthenus was an option. It's cool. Thought I meant to grow something there. Alec Kindale outside the Myths Guild. Kincaid. What's up? He's got a really cool staff. It's got a book in there and everything. Welcome to the Myths Guild. How can I gain access to the guild? Only the most worthy are allowed access into the guild. If you want entry, you'll need to prove yourself. As time passes, that which was once fact becomes myth. Some tales are just that. Tales. Some tales are something more. Here at the Myths Guild, we live to tell the difference between the two. If you wish to join us, you must do the same. So what myth would you like me to investigate? For as long as history remembers, dragons have roamed these lands, but despite how long they've been here, much of their history remains hidden. There are tales, of course, but tales are not enough for us. I want you to discover the truth. Where do the dragons come from? Why are they here? Who do they serve? Answer these questions for us, help us fill our library of knowledge. In return, we'll grant you access to the guild, and you will reap the rewards within. If you're up for the challenge, yes. Head to Karamja Wine, Spirits, and Beers at Moosa Point. There you'll find Dallas Jones. We've heard that he's investigating the destruction of Crandor. Seems like a good place to begin. Just confirm that this entire list is green except for Dragon Slayer 2 is now yellow. Oh man. I tell you, 900 hour ago me could not have conceived of this actually happening. When I looked at this original list, when it was like, check out the quest list, I was like, oh my god, there's so many quests in this list. I spoke to Alec Kincaid at the Myths Guild. Go talk to Dallas Jones. Karamja Wine Spirits. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Did I not bring any water runes? Son of a bitch. Okay, hold on. Let's just bring a bunch of runes and a bunch of stamina potions. So we earn the ability to make stamina potions. Dang straight. I'll boost the points all the way over there. Okay, it's probably faster for me to take a charter ship, but this is fine. Shit, I've already made a mistake. Alright, started the quest. Good way to start it off. I've already forgotten to bring a pickaxe, so I'll go grab one really quick. And then take the boat here. Go ahead and bring the dig site pendant now, too, I guess. There's my man Dallas Jones. What's up, dude? Hello. Are you Dallas Jones? Pleased to meet you. Assuming you're here because of my advert. Yes? Let me run you through the details. To head to Elvarg's lair beneath Crandor, begin a research project in Elvarg and our attack on the island. It's a cool way to do Dragon Slayer, too. Well, I was the one who killed her. You're the hero of Crandor? Amazing. Take it you know her story? I say remind me, it's been a while. 30 years ago, an adventurer descended into the caves beneath Crandor. There he discovered the dragon Elvarg. Elvarg made short work of the adventurer. Once she was finished with him, she emerged from the caves and laid waste to the island. For the next 30 years, Elvarg remained on the island until she was finally defeated by you. Now that Elvarg is dead, we have the opportunity to perform research on the island and investigate her attack. Meet me in Elvarg's lair. Cool. Oh, do I need gear now to be able to fight something? Oh my god, did I fuck up twice? Who hasn't been questing for a while, apparently, right? I don't have any, like, combat runes. Could try beating it to death with one of these things. We'll see. It's only a combat 100. If it goes badly, I'll warp out. And... Oh, but I have no prayer either. Oh, golly. Alright. Well, I need to restore my stats anyway, because I've got minus 26 combat stats from doing, making all those summer pies. Let's go ahead and dump this, switch to our melee gear. Great start. Great start. I'm just too excited. I didn't take my normal time to sit and prepare at the bank. I haven't quested in a while. Heading over to Elvarg's room. It's been a while. It's really cool that they're having this quest, making you come back here. I think that's awesome. There's the dead adventurer from before. What exactly are we researching? Elvarg's attack on Crandor is an anomaly. We're here to work out why. Elvarg's unusual as she's one of the few dragons to live alone. Most of her kind live in large groups. She displayed far greater aggression than most of the dragons by directly attacking Crandor. Aren't all dragons aggressive, though? Not like Elvarg was. Most dragons will only attack those who enter their territory. Elvarg strayed well outside of hers when she attacked the island. Where should we start? This is where Elvarg made her home. There must be something here to point us in the right direction. Have a look around and see what you can find. There's blockage here. Find blockage. That's so cool. They added this here. Goodness me, what is this place? It's pretty cool looking. It's like a laboratory. The tale's true? Could this mean what? Ancient tales that tell the origin of the dragons, created by a powerful race of creatures known as Dragonkin. Yeah, I've heard of them in the Bob quest, right? I know for a fact Dragonkin existed. They terrorized the world for many years during the early 4th Age. Prove their connection to dragons. Okay. Awesome. Let's get the mural and then we're going to have a combat. Whoa, it's a facehugger. I probably could have killed this with the staff, but figured I'd play it safe. Very nice. Hit me for 1. Images of dragons and fungi along with the word Lithgren. On an old mural, lots of dragons and fungi on it along with some strange writing. Lithgren. Where have I seen that name before? Fossil Island. Part of a research team investigating the differences between wyverns and dragons, or wyverns. It's an old settlement on the island, similar architecture to this place. It contains lots of books, many written in a strange language. I wonder if they made the house on the hill planning for it to be involved in Dragon Slayer 2. Okay, gotta meet him at Fossil Island. Yeah, this place did look familiar, didn't it? I haven't actually, like, manually walked around this place in a while, so I forget how to get downstairs. Is there, like, a trapdoor? There it is. Oh, dang. It's a map puzzle. Hello there. While I was waiting for you, I had to look through these books again. One of them mentions an island called Lithgren not far from here. Ask about the island. How do we know which island to go to? Have a look at the grid. It might actually be a map. Look at this tile in the middle, it looks like part of the island. This map could lead us there. Most of the pieces are missing. There are 24 pieces left to find. I suspect they'll either be in this building or very close by. Cool. Okay. Search the open chest north of the map for some pieces. Cool. Okay. Go upstairs, search the open stone chest. I really like the music on Fossil Island. Search the fungi just north of the staircase. Oh, that would be tough for me to think to check, but I guess that makes sense. Search the hookbriar south of the house. Oh, there it is, hookbriar. I gotta turn those in because I'm out of space. Okay. I need to get 5 more to the east. From a mush tree. Okay. Some map pieces from the mush tree. Let's go back and do this puzzle. I'm going to try to solve this without looking at the wiki. I don't know if it's different for every player or what the deal is. Here are some map pieces. I think that's all of them. Looks like it is. Good job. Let's finish the map. Oh, damn. This is crazy. Okay. So there's a couple that are fixed in place that would help me to solve stuff, right? So like this one should go like here, probably? Maybe not. That seems right. Maybe? Maybe not, actually. Oh, this is probably it. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. This is somewhere in like the center of the island where it's just like totally clean. Try like here for now, I guess. That shape kind of makes sense right there. So that wouldn't be right. To be something that's on the edge here. That's not right. That's not right. That's maybe right. That looks good. This is a cool puzzle. That's maybe right. That looks definitely right. Alright, we're getting somewhere here. That looks good. Need a big open part of the island right there. Oh, I thought that was going to be right. Maybe it's down this way. That looks correct. I think this is the way you solve it too, is that you do the center island and then you can see the little bits floating around from there. Oh, really? That's not it? Is there a little piece that could go in that tiny corner there? Doesn't look right either. This maybe? Maybe it's this. No, that's like yellow. Never mind. There might not be a piece in that corner. It's hard for me to tell, though. Is that it? Doesn't look like that fits. Doesn't look like that's flush. Oh god, I've got a piece of dust on my monitor. This probably goes down here. Oh, perfect. Absolutely it does. Okay. Still haven't found this corner piece, but I guess I'll try to work on other stuff now. What connects to this guy, for example? That looks right. I should be able to get this little red guy in the corner here. No. Maybe this one? No. Where are the other red pieces? This one, maybe? Yeah, that looks right. Okay, cool. But I guess it doesn't give me any new pieces to work with, so not super great. Where else do I have pieces that I'm pretty sure must be right? This pink one here. No. Oh, maybe. Yeah, that looks right. That also looks right. But I don't think any pieces are going to come off the bottom of the screen, so I'm a little bit nervous about that part. They don't have a ton of pink options. Gray. No. Yeah, but that is a piece that's off the screen. I just don't think that's right. Oh, that actually looks better than what I was doing before. Okay. In that case, what's at the bottom here, I wonder? I think that's more likely to be right since it doesn't have any pieces flying off the screen. Okay, so it was the right island, but I had it on the wrong corner, I think. We can be pretty sure that this part connects. Perfect, those two connect right there. So this is the last purple part of the island. That looks done. Okay. There's a green piece here. That doesn't look like that's flush. No. No. Probably. Guess that gets me more green up this way then. That looks right. Probably not. Oh, but this edge here has to have the yellow parts of the island, doesn't it? That looks super right. But then this green doesn't match up. Are these flipped, maybe? Oh, I think that's better. Wow. I only noticed that because the green island was clearly screwed up. Okay, so what green can go there? That looks good. So I'm just going to finish the green in the bottom corner, maybe? Yeah, it looks good, and then there's one should just go right here. So our entire bottom 2 rows looks fine. Gotta figure out what goes in these other spaces. Let's see, which ones are we fairly sure about? This one, I don't think I actually have a corner of the island there, so I can't really rely on that, but I can rely on this. So what connects here? That looks good. That also looks good, maybe? That looks fine, I think. It looks like I need to like put together a really tiny little island here. Okay. I guess I'm not sure if this is supposed to mirror like an actual landmass, if I can like look at my world map and cheat. I guess that would make sense if it was true. That looks right with this tiny little island here. Okay, and that already finishes a blue island there. I don't know about this piece. Shit, I think I'm almost out of pieces that I know for sure have to fit. Oh, that looks good. With that corner there, I guess that does connect to the island. Okay. So we got blue over on this side. I guess it would have to mix with something else, right? So this could go here. Oh, that's a fixed piece. So if that can't go here, that has to go over here. I guess I don't know which way it's supposed to be oriented. I can play with that in a second. That looks right, maybe? This actually all looks pretty good. Nothing looks like it's off. This piece has to be rotated around, maybe? Oh, shit. Be able to find Lithgren now. Which island is it? There's a strange symbol on the map in 2 places. One marks this building, the other marks an island. Bet that's Lithgren. That makes sense. Know where the island is, we need to find a way there. Do you think the museum can help us? Any requisition of museum resources requires a mountain of paperwork. We don't have the time. I'm tired of waiting. We need a boat. Find a dwarf called Jardrick. Be on the island. Old friend who owes me a favor. Should be able to get a boat for us. Okay, cool. I don't know if I have enough oak planks. burned some of them recently to make the barrel, the Chef's Delight barrel. I don't know if I have nails either, but I guess we'll find out. There's a chest right here. Oak planks. I do have enough. Good job, past me. Totally not on purpose. 8 oak planks, 12 nails. I have 127 nails, okay. 10 swamp paste. Perfect. Got a big stack. Talk to Jardrick. There he is. Hey, Jardrick. What's up? Are you Jardrick? Former boatman and now a researcher for Keldegrim. What can I do for you? What can I do for you? Working with Dallas Jones on a research project. Investigating the destruction of Crandor. You cash in on a favor. Dallas isn't a fan of waiting, yeah. Build your own boat. I need a small rowboat. You should be quite good at building things. This is where the 70 construction comes in. 8 oak planks, 10 swamp paste, 12 nails. Oh, and a hammer and saw, of course. West side of the island near the mushroom forest. Hammer and saw, because I always forget that. And then I guess I'll take this dig site pendant back out. Oh, there it is. Build rowboat space. Cool. Alright, I don't think I bent any nails. Successfully build a boat. Talk to Dallas Jones and board the boat. Not a bad boat either. Let's go. Whoa. In a hurry, I suppose I should catch up. Pretty cool looking island. Climb down the trapdoor. Down the staircase. Whoa, this place is gnarly looking. Down another staircase. Really like the art in like the post old school launch, old school RuneScape. They're doing a good job of keeping the style of the 2007 game, but still kind of like cleaning it up and making it look nice. The markings on that door are dragons. This has to be the place. Already tried opening the door, but they're sealed. There's a circular indentation in the middle. Maybe it's a keyhole. Go around and see if there's any clues nearby. Okay. Skeleton? Find an old book. Alright, I'll summarize this in a second. So this is presumably talking about Robert the Strong. Let's Bob the Cat. Talking about a bunch of creatures, demons, giants, and specters being abducted and experimented on, potentially by the Dragonkin. The scouting party found an island with a Dragonkin, what looked like a Dragonkin fortress on it, but there were demons on it, which was surprising. Robert called for a assault on the fortress islands. The scouting party was pretty scared going to a Dragonkin fortress island, but they were invigorated by being there with Robert the Strong, one of the finest heroes humanity has ever seen. Found an old diary. It mentioned a battle that took place here involving Robert the Strong. Most of his life fighting the Dragon King. Did they really create the dragons? Robert the Strong is gone. We've reached a dead end. About that, might not be as dead as you think. And reincarnated as a cat called Bob. Think once before you speak, please. Why would I lie about this? I have an amulet that lets me talk to cats. I could use it to ask Bob what he knows. Maybe we'll look out and Bob will be where he's been in the past. Cat speak amulet, please. There's Bob. Just had to hop like 20 worlds. Hey man, what's up? Hey, he's with his girlfriend. Wonder if you could help me with something. Depends what it is. You know how you're actually Robert the Strong? So you and the Sphinx tell me. Keep it brief. I found an old dungeon with a large set of doors in it. There's a skeleton nearby with a diary that mentioned Robert the Strong. Hoping you could use your memories of Robert the Strong to help me open the doors. This is problematic. Maybe the Sphinx can help us again. Am I meeting me in Sophonim? Give me one moment. Meet you in Sophonim. Okay. I think my plan is every time I get to a combat sequence, like one more significant than that level 100 spawn part, that I'm going to do a split, take a break, come back, and then knock it out. There's Bob, and the Sphinx. Ask the Sphinx for help with Bob's memories. Bob was just telling me about your dungeon. Before we get into that, though, about that thing I mentioned. That amulet of yours is very useful, but it has limitations. I can use my power to grant you the ability to talk to cats even when you're not wearing it. That's cool. I love that Bob the Cat is a critical quest in RuneScape's main storyline. And everything else that's like cat-related. Hoping you could hypnotize Bob again so we can learn more about his past. I found an old dungeon and I believe that it was once visited by Robert the Strong. I want to know what he did while he was there. I hypnotize Bob, but I can't enter his mind and choose which memory to review. Enter his mind? Oh, like lunar diplomacy? Once entered the mind of a guy called Sirius to confront his issues. Yeah, Dream Mentor. The Neuromancer on Lunar Island helped me do it. Maybe she can help us now. Cool. Is there a bank here? Is it like downstairs now? Yeah, over here. Okay, we want the Seal of Passage. Good. Take the Relica Boots. Fermenic Boots, rather. I'm gonna get to use that goutweed that I saved during Edgar's Ruse like many hundreds of hours ago. Was that like 600 hours ago? Maybe even 700 hours ago? I just like saying X hundred hours ago, especially since it's generally true when I say it. Alright, Astral Rune. Hammer. Mortar and Pestle. Goutweed. Oh yeah, we have that goutweed. You know it. Awesome. Tinderbox. Okay, so there's combat at the end of this, just like in Dream Mentor. Got it. Talk to the Dream Mage, Neuromancer. Bob's memories. The Neuromancer and I were discussing what our perfect Sunday would be. I didn't know you two knew each other. Also, how can you speak to cats? Bob and I go way back. Small world. To unlock Bob's memories from his old life as Robert the Strong. I've actually done a shared dream between a human and a cat before. Shouldn't be any different. Yes, please. You a vial filled with water, followed by 1 ground astral rune and some goutweed. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and make this thing, and then I'm going to take a break. Ground astral rune. I've been watching Jimmy's series on YouTube, his quest series, because now that I've done all the quests, I can watch it without spoilers. He's nowhere near Dragon's Lair 2 would be the one that I wouldn't be able to watch. But he kept pronouncing goutweed, gootweed. So I feel less bad about what I've inevitably been pronouncing wrong. Although there were some people in the comments saying that that's actually the original pronunciation, even though it's meant to treat medical condition gout. Gout used to be pronounced goot. It's like, okay. Add your gout weed. And your ground astral rune. Dream potion. Now it's time for me to take a break before the fight. Okay, I'll be back in a few seconds. Yo, I'm back. So it looks like this boss is weak against crush attacks. So I don't think we want the dragon scimitar. We want a dragon mace, which I never actually got around to buying. So I'm going to pop over to the Heroes Guild. That's what it is. Buy one, and then we'll come back to the island. Here it is, Dragon Mace. It is done. Looks pretty cool. Actually, I don't know what the special attack is for this thing. Increase damage by 50% and accuracy by 25% for one hit. Okay. Try to get good use out of that. Go ahead and head back to Lunar Island. I guess I do have a Relica teleport, don't I? Yeah. Stop back at the bank. I'll try to prep up and we'll go in and do this fight. So my understanding of the fight from reading the wiki is that you put on protection from missiles, but it doesn't completely negate damage. You can still hit through it. And then he does an attack where he dares you to hide from it, and you have to go hide behind a pillar, which is pretty classic MMO fight mechanic. If you don't hide behind a pillar, you take 60 damage. So hopefully we do okay with that. That seems to be the gist of the fight. I don't think he has any other mechanics from what I can tell. I love this. Potential to get max 40 to 60 hits with the Dragon Mace. Yeah, I'm totally going to get a max hit of 40. I think the best I've done is a max hit of 30. My understanding is this is actually a fairly low combat level to be attempting Dragon Slayer 2. The lowest is 85, and I've seen people post that it's been done with that, but I'm sure they have way better gear than I have. Sealed Passage, Dream Potion, deposit all this other junk. We want, let's see, Super Defense, Super Strength, Super Attack. I guess I'll go ahead and make all those divine. I should go get some more crystal. Well, do I have some shards still? I might actually. Yeah, I've got 6. Okay, maybe that'll be enough to last me this whole quest. We'll see. Although this gives you no herb or XP. It's half an XP or something. Okay. Potions, food. I'm gonna bring some prayer potions. 2 is probably more than enough. I'm going to try to just bring my tuna potatoes. I'm wary about using all of them. I do have enough sweet corn that I could make more, but I have no tuna. So I'd have to go buy tuna. I could try doing it with potatoes with cheese. I could bring half and half. How many is this? 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. So I could do 10 of each. Hopefully that'll cut it. I don't know how awful this guy is. Let's pop these guys. 5 minutes. Let's go. Hopefully the cutscenes don't screw me on that. I don't have an escape button, do I? Shit, hold on. Time is running out on my shit. Let's do Relica teleport. Use Dream Potion. Play the Brazier first. Okay. Ready, Bob? Ready when you are. I'm ready. Lucid Dream. Bob and not Bob. Hello. Who are you? Can't read this too fast because my buff's running out. Bob's lost memories of Robert the Strong. Can you help us? Go through the barrier. Defeat Robert the Strong. Okay, got it. Turn on protection from melee. and I don't have any run energy. That might get me in trouble later, we'll see. See if you can hide from this. Okay. And he teleports you back to him. Gotcha. Seems to be working so far. I'm gonna burn through my potatoes and cheese first, since they're easy for me to replace. Shit. See if you can hide from this. Oh, I'm gonna try. Probably should have been eating during that whole run. Oh well. It's a cool fight, though. This dude's kind of a badass. See if you can hide from this. Okay. Eat on the way this time. Slightly more optimal. I like the big special attack with this thing. It's my first time using it. Got pretty good hits on him for the most part. Hey, we won! Didn't have to use any tuna potatoes. Ooh. I remember Lithgren, the Dragonkin, the Vault. There's the first real boss fight of Dragon Slayer 2. Should have known this would be your doing, says the Dragonkin to Robert and his buddies. It's over, Dragonkin. The island is ours. You have lost. More than a minor setback. The work we've done here will see the end of your kind. Only a setback. I like he's got this full party. That's cool. Our new weapon, one that will bring a swift end to humanity. I'd love to be able to show you, but I'm afraid I have more pressing matters. Dying, perhaps? You'd like that, wouldn't you? Be the one that dies today. Let's see about that. Now it begins. Ooh. Now it ends. Of course. Cool. I love how they actually do hit splats for this stuff. I just thought that was really cool. Avis. Dragon key. Take dragon key. What is that? Some sort of key for these doors, I assume. Should we open them? Dragonkin mentioned a weapon, one that could destroy us all. Better something like that remains hidden. How are you doing, Bob? Man, I was pretty close to being in big trouble there. Just trying to hold off on healing until he did a special move. Got a lot to take in and understand, but I'm okay. You have all your memories back. I have my old memories, but there's so many of them, I can't piece them all together. I need time to work things out. The thing I do remember clearly is that battle. I also remembered what happened next. After the battle, myself, Tristan, and Kimura split the key into 4 pieces. We vowed to ensure the Dragonkin would never recover them. Kimura took one piece, Tristan took another, and I took the final 2. Kimura boarded a ship for lands far to the west, never to be seen again. She took her key piece with her. Tristan passed his piece on to his descendants. They lived in the city of Seranthium, where Varrock now stands. Oh. Hid one of my pieces in the most unlikely of places, an abandoned Dragonkin fortress. Find the fortress on a snow-covered island northwest of Relica. Final piece I took to Karamja. I hid it in an ancient temple on the south coast of the island. Be careful, the Dragonkin may be gone. Scars of their wars remain to this day. I don't know what the vault contains, but I doubt it's anything good. Awesome. Okay, let me see what we're doing next. I think we're coming up. The next boss fight is not too long from now. I'm going to try to do it last, because I think the rest of it doesn't require combat. Or maybe it requires more reasonable combat, I'm not sure. Fairy rings, teleport tablets. Brews. Okay, so I'm just going to pause on the screen and fast forward a bit while I read this next section. It looks like I have to do like a agility challenge. But I'm also being attacked by jerks that I have to pray different things on the whole time. I'm going to bring Ceridome and Bruce for it because I don't actually need to fight. Okay, let's go get the Karamja key piece. Thieving and agility. Actually, I probably should have brought out a summer pie since I'm not going to have many other times I need to do agility stuff, but You know, whatever. No, this is a high-level quest. I'm gonna go get some sword pies. Ugh, and I need money to be able to take the cart shortcut. Oh well, just walk down there. It's not a bad walk. It's a pretty bad walk, but I can live with it. This place is cool looking. Alright, okay, so this is facing south. Sun Guardian's blue is magic, green is ranged, red is melee. Got it. Might want to unlock the camera so I can look directly overhead here. Cameras. Oh, this is an agility trap, isn't it? Alright, time to eat a summer pie. Took some damage. Very good. Great start. I think there's a thieving trap up here. Successfully disabled. Got hit again. Very good. And again, what do I even have 78 agility? Oh. Let's see. Another trap up here. Protection from magic. Oh, I forgot to bring prayer potions. Shit. Hopefully that doesn't bite me in the ass later. Oh, I'm super confused. I think I'm going this way. Yeah, this looks right. Ouch, my character says. I think I just walked past a trap. Disable trap. Go this way. Go down here. Trap to disable. Actually isn't too bad compared to like some of the other stuff we've done. Pretty forgiving on the whole. Disable trap. Jesus, that guy hits hard. Not fun. This ranged asshole. There's one more trap over here. This is the key. Alright. That wasn't so bad. That was actually fairly quick. Man, are my stats penalized, though. That's the way to get out. Okay. Shoot, and I brought, like, the most useless teleport possible. It gets me nowhere near a bank. So I'll just walk to the... Well, I guess I can't get off the island because I have no money, right? How does that work? Can I go in my house portal and then exit in Privathinus? Oh, no. That doesn't work that way. I'm actually not sure what I've never done this before, like, come to this island without... I could walk down to this fairy ring. Let's just do that. My one stamina potion lasted me for the entire run. That was kind of cool. Okay, that's the Karamja key piece. Mauritania key piece. That's a lot of shit. I'm gonna have to pause at the bank and read that really quick. Ceridome brews recommended. Now there's a phrase that I can enjoy now. I'm gonna try to pop over to the Grand Exchange and, like, decant all my potions into 4 dosers. I don't need the bank space as badly anymore here at the end of the playthrough. And it's annoying to mix them manually every time. Reldo, my man, ask about Tristan. If you could help me with something. 1 second. What do you need? We need your information on a 4th Age hero. His name was Tristan and he fought alongside Robert the Strong. Tristan Corvo. Hear about the bigger heroes like Era or Robert. What did you want to learn? I'd like to learn about his descendants. You know they lived in this area. Census records just date back to when the city was still called Avaraka. Didn't have anything before that time. Look around here somewhere with all the details, see if you can find it. It's red. Find an interesting book. Iraq Census Records. Sure, it'd make for a thrilling read when you get better things to be getting on with. Maybe Reldo can read it for you instead. So lazy. Found that book. Corvo family. According to this, they're a family by the name of Corvo living in Avaraka for most of the 4th Age. Last entry is from year 1770. Many people left Mistlin to settle in Mauritania. Corvo family was among them. Port Phasmatis is where most of the Mauritania settlers wound up. Cool. I feel like this is a more appropriate quest to end the series on than Song of the Elves. Song of the Elves is a really cool quest, but it's pretty specific to one storyline. This one looks like it's sending you all around the whole game. Ghost villagers. Named Corvo. House next to the bank. Okay. Sarah. Hello. Are you Sarah Corvo? On the hunt for the piece of a key. It was once in the possession of your ancestor Tristan. Can't help you. The key is gone. My father passed the key down to me. He told me I must keep it safe no matter what. When the vampires came to Port Phasmatis, I buried it out in the swamp to stop them getting to it. The key is gone and it's safer that way. It's a lump of metal. Hey, go back to Drainer Manor and talk to Ava. That's fun. I love how they tie all that stuff in. That's one of my favorite things about this whole game, is how so many of the quests wrap back on top of each other. It's Sports Serum. So I think this locator orb we're about to get, I've been reading about this when doing Nightmare Zone. It's technically better than the Dwarf Rock Cake. It also can damage you down to 1 hit point. But it doesn't have that weird bug where, like if you're being range attacked by multiple enemies at the same time, the Dwarf Rock Cake won't eat correctly. I guess you don't have that issue. So that would be nice. You don't actually benefit from using the shortcut, unfortunately. Ah, shit, next I'm at a bank. I gotta get a stamina potion. Whoops. Ava, what's up? What do they give her, a new model? I need your help with a key, please. Looking for a piece of a key made out of red metal. It's buried somewhere in Mort Mire. I don't know exactly where. Different to your device, though. Different type of metal. Said it was red, right? Auric Alchem. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize that, that dragon weapons were made out of Auric Alchem. That's cool. Gonna cut dragonstone into molten glass. Use glass and to craft a glass sword with the dragonstone in the center. Sweet. Knew what I wanted, apparently. And the orb to Ava. So I'm glad we got the dragonstone. So track down that key of yours. Orb will pull you in the direction of the key. Be careful with it, it's unstable. Might sting a bit when you use it. Okay. To upgrade that device of yours. Chicken is the weakness. If you find something with a bit more kick, I might be able to upgrade it further. Something stronger or undead. Okay. Let's grab a stamina potion and some runes to teleport to house. Wait. Oh, the stat penalty. I'm like, why can't I teleport to my house? What the fuck? Carol teleport paying off. Gonna go head out into the swamp and start using this orb. This is where the fire of dehumidification is going to pay off, because the casts are going to leave us alone. I don't know if they could do anything to wine anyway, now that I think about it. Okay, so this is apparently a possible location for it. See if we get lucky. Probably not. We'll serve the southwest. 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 Apparently it's by the nature spirit in my game. Still southwest. Oh, southeast, okay. Northwest. Oh, it's over here somewhere. Haha, ghasts. You can't break my shit. Southwest. East. Northeast. Hey, this must be the spot. Pick up the key piece. Awesome. 2 out of 4. Let's go bank. I'm not... The wiki recommends doing the one that has the crazy combat. I'm not going to do that one just yet. Try to do the other one. But I need to read about it, so I'll fast forward as I stand at the bank for a second. Hold on to this locator orb for Nightmare Zone grinding later. Okay, so there's some combat-y stuff that I have to do here, but I don't need to have my mats for that part right away, so let me just get the stuff I need before that. I think it's pretty much just the Karet's memoirs, yeah? I guess I'll top off my health really quick. My 22,000 wines. Veos. South of the Rusty Anchor Inn. Oh yeah, Veos. Yeah, this is super cool. I really like this quest. Like, sends you to all the different areas of the game. I think it's... I'm not sure if this is what they intended to do, but I think it's sending you to all of like the post-launch areas of the game. Mauritania wasn't there at launch. Korand wasn't there at launch. Relica wasn't there at launch. Karamja wasn't there at launch. What can I do for you? Ever heard of Kimura? It's a Kimura, ancient hero who lived over 1,000 years ago. She traveled here at some point. Sounds like the library historical archives where you want to be. Talk to Archaeo in the library. Great. Yo. Yes, please. Oh, yeah, we came here for that other quest. Awesome. It's a cool timeline thing. Emerominia is who we have to talk to. What do you do here? Remember a horologist. You ever heard of Kimura? She's a hero from 2,000 years ago. Traveled to Korand during the Dragonkin conflicts. Long before the founding of Korand. Very few records from those times here. The 5 cities of Korand were founded long before the kingdom itself. Each city has their own historian who might have more information on the early days of their house. Cities and Shazian were the 2 cities founded during the Dragonkin conflicts. Other cities are founded much earlier during the God Wars. Jonathan is the Hasidius historian. Amelia is the Shazian historian. It says to go to Amelia. South of the Shazian Bank. Amelia. I heard of Kimura. Not that I remember. Great hero during the Dragonkin conflicts. He traveled to Koran before the war ended. Shazian was founded by those fleeing the Dragonkin conflicts. Good chance he was from Shazian. Much of our history was lost during Xeric's reign. Somewhere you might find answers, though. Shazian crypts, built before the kingdom ever existed. There's a catch, isn't there? For hundreds of years, the crypts have been overrun by the dead. I've tried clearing them out, but they just come back again. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. Nice. Where do I start? Zombies, not ghosts. Entrance is in the Graveyard of Heroes, south of the chapel. Be careful. Light source, Karamja helmet. So hold on to Karet's memoirs. Crypt entrance. Alright. Heading to a puzzle area. Deep inside the crypt. Rude. Extremely rude. Ow. Okay, they can't follow me in here. That's good. Okay, let me figure out what I'm doing now. One sec. Inspect the tomb and grab the 4 busts. Place them. Oh, it's a logic puzzle. I'm not going to read the solution then. Here lies Gamora Shazian, founder of Shazian House. On the fateful day that they met, the heroes Robert, Gamora, Tristan, and Ivis came from across the land to sit at the round table and plan their victory. Gamora came from the town of Ceranthium and sat next to the one with the crossbow. Okay, I'm going to mute and start writing this down. Okay, so the question is, who sat where? This is a logic puzzle, so I'm going to make a logic matrix for it in Google Sheets, which is probably overkill. And I'll maybe show it on the video if I can get it to pull up, so be right back. Okay, I've got my matrix set up. I'm going to try to pull it up here on video. I really like logic puzzles. I used to do these, and I had these classes, like logic classes in elementary and middle school that I was super into. Yeah, so what you do is you look at the text and you rule stuff out. So first of all, Gamora came from... Oh, I need to add another axis for Ceranthium, don't I? Okay, hold on. Certified to the right. Need to register where they came from is relevant here. 10. Okay. So we want Ceranthium, Sartharim, Carville, Arkney, Sartharim, Carville, Arkney. Okay, so Gamora came from Ceranthium, so that's an O. These are all X's. Okay. She sat next to the crossbow, so she does not have the crossbow. She's next to the crossbow. If she sat next to the crossbow, does that tell me anything about Ceranthium? I guess we know that the crossbow isn't Ceranthium, but it's not super interesting right now. One from Zartharim sat north. So north was Zartharim. Opposite the sword holder. So first that tells us that Zartharim is not the sword holder, right? And we can't really figure out anything about the opposite yet until we get more information. The one with the axe asked the one to the right what the journey from Carville was like, so we know that the one with the axe is not the one from Carville. Avis surprised one from Arkney on his left. Avis is not from Arkney. Tristan was showing off his sword. Tristan is the sword wielder. When the bow wielder next to him called for silence. Let me make sure I'm not missing any data here. Yeah, I've got all the relevant information. So that relevant information hasn't let me rule anything out. It's possible that, so now we just have to start plugging things in and see if they make sense with the rest of the logic. So suppose Avis is the crossbow wielder, or Robert is the crossbow wielder. Let's pretend like it's Avis. So if it's Avis, then Kimura is sitting next to him. Let's see. Kimura is sitting next to him, and the person from Arkney is on the other side. So that means that Kimura has to be on his right, and the one from Arkney has to be on his left. So the person opposite him isn't from Arkney. We need to actually have a direction for him, right? So that's part of the problem. Okay. What else can I do direction-wise? Not much. So the only thing that we really have duplicate information on is the sword holder, right? The one from Zartharum is opposite the sword holder. And the sword holder is Tristan. So Tristan is not from Zartharum. Okay. That's important. Gets us closer to the answer. Also, Tristan must be south. This is the information I was looking for. Tristan must be south because he's opposite the Zartharum guy, and Zartharum guy is north. This is going to fill us all this information for us here. So that means that sword is south. Let me do a thing here where I automatically hide stuff that's an X. Make my life easier. Additional formatting. Format if text contains X. Make it black. I don't want to see it. Oh, we want it to be perfect. Text contains O. We'll make it green. Text is exactly O. Perfect. Okay. Alright, so where were we? Tristan swung off his sword when the bow wielder next to him called her silence. So we know that the bow wielder is not to the north, right? Because he has to be next to Tristan, who is south. So bow is not north. That also means that Zartharum is not the bow. The bow wielder is next to him. What else have we learned from that? So the bow wielder could be east or west. We don't have any way to rule that out yet. So if Zartharum is the crossbow wielder, I'm guessing the bow wielder is Robert. Well, we actually know that Robert wields a bow from, like, lore. But I don't think that's how they would do this. Why is that black? Oh, because it has the letter X in it. Wait. No, don't get logged out. Thank you, RuneLight. Easier for me to read. Let's say Robert's the bow wielder. If he is, then Robert's not north. It means Avis has to be the crossbow wielder. Kimura has to be the axe wielder. And just see if the rest of the logic holds, if that's all true. So axe wielder asked the one to the right what the journey from Carville was like. We already knew that Kimura wasn't from Carville, so that's not very helpful. think it's interesting that they use the one with the axe, ask the one to their right. It doesn't use gender, because that would give some information away. Avis is not from Arkney, but if we're saying that Avis has the crossbow, then let's see. And crossbow is not from Arkney. Bow wielder is next to Tristan. The bow wielder is Robert. Robert must either be in the east and west. We've already established that. Alright, for some of the ones that I have only 2 options left, let me just make a guess and see if it all fits. So, if Avis has a crossbow, let's say that he's from Zartharum. That means Avis, if he's north, then on his left is east, right? That means Carville must be east. You know, Carville doesn't have the axe. What else can we rule out here? We know Kimura can't be from Carville. She's got the axe, so that's not helpful. If Avis is from Zarthrium, and Avis has the crossbow, then the crossbow is not from Carville, right? Let me make sure that I'm not logging out here while I'm working on this. We already say where we thought crossbow is sitting? Not yet. Okay, so let's see. Zarthrum set north opposite the sword holder. Let's just suppose, we can continue making a supposition here, I can always rewind it to Robert has the bow. Let's suppose that Robert's from Arkney, because that's one of my last ones. It only has 2 possible options for it. So, if that's true, then we have all of their homelands, and I should be able to figure out the rest of it. So, if Avis surprised one from Arkney on his left, he surprised Robert on his left, he surprised the bowholder on his left. Do we know where Avis is sitting yet? No, we only know where Tristan is sitting. If Tristan's from Carville, he's sitting to the right of the one with the axe. I think that's consistent with Kimura from Ceranthium set next to the crossbow. Okay. Let me fill some of these in really quick. So if Ceranthium is the axe, then here we go, axe. That one has to be true. The sword we're saying is from Carville. And the bow is from Arkney. That all is correct. This is all just duplicated, this center square. This is also all duplicated. Okay. Is Ceranthium sitting south or west? Can I confirm that with certainty? It sat next to Carville, who's east. So it has to be either north or south. It cannot be west, right? So it has to be south. Is that accurate? No, because the sword holder has to be south. Shit. I say the sword holder, Tristan, we said was from Carville. So he has to be this one then. Oh, but that's not logically consistent. Shit. Where did I make a mistake? Let's see, if Kimura's from Seranthium, sitting next to Crossbow, and we know that Crossbow is Avis, we know that Avis is from Zartharum, and he's sitting north, and Kimura has to be either east or west, right? So she's not south, so she's west. So one of these is wrong. Probably this one. It'll have to be this one. Arkney's east. That should give me all of their positions then. Don't idle out. Okay, so if we said Zartharum is north, then Zartharum is Avis. We said, let's see, Arkney is east. Then Robert is east, which means that Kimura must be west. Now let me just go back through it and make sure that is all logically consistent. So Kimura sat next to Crossbow, so if she's west, Crossbow is Avis. Avis is north. That fits. Okay. Zartharum sat to the north. That's Avis. That's right. Opposite the sword holder, which is Tristan, and he's in the south. That's right. Yeah, I think this is right. So Kimura. Let me write this down here. My notepad. Kimura is west. Avis is north. Tristan is south. Robert is east. That was fun. Bust of Tristan. Bust of Kimura. Bust of Robert. Bust of Avis. Okay. So Kimura is west. Avis is north. Robert is east. Tristan is south. Here, click as you place the bust. Search the tomb. Hey! I'm glad that that was correct. I was starting to get a little bit nervous that I was doing it wrong. Alright, let's get out of here. 3 out of 4 key pieces. Okay, so this next part is the terrifying part. This is the part where we fight an undead dragon. I need to take a break before we do it, because I need to read up on what to expect. It seems very likely we're going to die here. The dragon's able to venom us, and we have no way to remove venom. We can bring a 4-dose super anti-poison. I can use 2 of those doses to remove venom, which is really ugly. So I have to be careful about what sort of inventory I bring to the fight, and I'm probably going to have to practice it a couple times in order to get it. It seems like it's very mechanically heavy. So I'll be back in a few seconds after I've had a chance to read up on that. I start streaming in about an hour, so I might not want to have an intense boss fight attempt like right before stream. It doesn't really affect you. I'll be back in a few seconds, but from my perspective, it might be several hours or even the next morning. This is going pretty well, though. See you soon. Bye. Hey, I'm here. I'm really worried about my lack of venom protection. I don't want to level Herblore another 6 levels to be able to have anti-venoms for it. So I'm really hopeful that I'm going to be able to just do it with a couple super anti-poisons. I'm praying. I don't think I'm going to be so lucky, but I guess we'll see. I'm going to start putting my gear together. Stream hasn't started yet, so I just want to give one attempt at it to see what it's like. I'll probably die, but we're okay with dying, as we died in the wilderness and as Elcano a couple times. It's not a big deal, right? Ooh. Alright, so let me put some gear together and I'll be back in a sec. I really am extremely nervous about this, and I don't think this is going to work. I'm going to give it a try, but I'm not feeling good about it. Just put it that way. So go ahead and bring an emergency teleport. Relica, why not? It's not all the Relica teleports, because we want to be able to get back there if I need to get my shit back, right? This is not going to go well. Call it a learning run. God, I really hope I'm not going to have to grind another 6 levels of Herblore, because that would be as much Herblore XP as I've gotten all the way to date again. Delaying the whole playthrough by another probably 100 to 200 hours. Really hope I can do it without anti-venom. I wish there was some other way I could get anti-venoms, but I don't think there is. I guess I could try running Zulra, worst case scenario. To ask, run the chieftain first, okay. Conserve my energy here, my run energy. It's about the Dragonkin Fortress. I want to ask you about something. There's an island north of here with an ancient fortress on it. Have you heard of it? Ungale. Dark place guarded by a deadly beast. Some of our finest warriors try to take the beast down, but to no success. Do you intend to slay this beast for yourself? I think I do. Glory awaits you if you succeed. Okay. Guess I should put on my heart rate monitor. I actually don't know of anyone who's done the... Like, I posted something on the subreddit about Song of the Elves saying, hey, it would be nice if there was some way for Iron Men to have a better shot at this. And everyone was like, oh, come on, people have done this with just Mystic. It's like, no, they had very high-level magic, or they had other resources that aren't trivial to just get as an Iron Man. Like the Serpent. Go buy a Serpentine Helm. Like, about that. Can't just do that, unfortunately. Okay, my base heart rate's already pretty high. How she blows. So who's sending me there? Go away, Rick Turpentine. I ain't got time for your shit. Torfin on the dock to the north. Torfin, there he is. Take me to Ungale. Let's go. So I believe the instance in the fight begins when I cross over this little ice thing here. Go ahead and pot up. Not feeling good about this. Not at all. Okay, so here are the rules. He has an orange fireball he shoots in the air, moves several squares away, or it one-shots you. Pink fireball turns your prayers off, so you have to turn them back on. Spits acid. Don't stand in the acid, otherwise you heal him. You start shooting fireballs while the acid's out. Walk back and forth along a straight line to avoid the fireballs. Dragonfire freezes you in an ice block. He then summons a zombified spawn that you have to cast Crumble Undead on to kill in one hit before it reaches you, otherwise you take a shitload of damage. Basically, nothing is good. I probably should have not brought the Divine Super Defense Potion. I forgot that the Ceradomin Brews are going to give me that effect, but whatever. Try to use the tuna potatoes first, I guess. Alright, here we go. Whoa, cool animation. There's the Venom. How many times he does that during the fight. Oh, he just keeps you Venom. Fucking great. So there's no way I'm getting around that. Okay, now we're gonna have to walk, right? Oh my god. This is working. This is the big ice attack, right? No? Okay. Not yet. There's the big thing, okay. Crumble Undead. Seals my prayers. Back on. Get away from that big damage thing. Start walking now. Come on, just land some hits here. Please. Probably need ruby bolts, which I can boost to make. I'm not getting any hits off lately. Go! Run! Come on, land some big hits, please. I'd really like it if you would. Shit. It's gonna blow me up. Shit. Not good. Boy, just barely in time there. And the venom thing is a big problem. Because if I just stay poisoned, I'm probably in a better situation. So I'm going to get him down to about 66% here, which isn't going to cut it, but I think I'm better prepared for what to expect next time, and I think it may be doable without anti-venoms. It's going to suck without anti-venoms, but I may be able to do it. This is an insanely hard fight, though. Just got to be perfect for the whole fight. Now I'm out of anti-venoms, or anti-poisons. Whoa, when did I take a shitload of damage just now? Alright, I gotta get out of here. This isn't happening. It was a honest try, but I don't die from venom. Yeah, so I think the way I win this is I make enchanted ruby bolts. Which I think I have enough rubies to make all the tips for that, but the big thing is going to be getting the bolts, which is going to require me to boost 2 smithing levels, 73 smithing, which I should be able to do without too much trouble with spicy stews. And I'll just try to make enough for all of the remaining boss fights, which might be easier said than done. I think I can port to my house. And that's a safe way to remove it. I might not remove venom, actually. Let's just do Castle Wars. There's a lot of resources that I just burned through to eventually lose anyway. At least now I've seen the fight, I kind of know what to expect a little bit better. There's a difference between reading a guide and actually doing the fight for real. I think what I'm going to have to do with venom is just to let it be poison. I just can't let it be venom, right? So use each super anti-poison dose just to reduce the venom into poison and deal with it after that. Okay, still have 118 Ceradomin brews left. I might have to make more of those later, but I do have the bird nests and the toad flax for it. I would just have to make more botanical pies, which is a bit of a pain in the butt, but I'm not like sharply limited on my number of Ceradomin brews. I don't think anything that I have in stock is a huge limiter. It's all stuff that I can get back. It just would be annoying to try to get it all back. Alright, so let's make 1,000,000 ruby bolt tips here. I think a individual ruby bolt proc can proc for like 100 damage or something, and that's how I'm gonna have to win. I'm just gonna have to out DPS him. Looks like I can survive his mechanics decently. Like I was in there for a pretty long time, 6 or 7 minutes without dying. So the trick here is I'm gonna have to make unfinished adamantite bolts, which means I'm gonna have to make adamantite bars, which might require that I go buy back some of the adamantite that I sold that dropped from Zolcano earlier. I definitely got some as drops. I'll double check my RuneLite Grand Exchange history. That was adamantite. Yeah, I sold 63, 25, 14 total bars. 102 total bars, which should be more than enough for me to make all the bolts I'm going to need for doing this, especially since the Ava's accumulator will give me my give me some of the bolts back, refund them to me. Let me figure out how many bolt tips we get per bar. Adamantite bolts. This one. 10 bolts per bar. Okay. So I'd like to have 1,000 of these, I think. I think I've got enough rubies to make that happen. So I'm going to get 1,000 bolt tips here. Then I'll go buy back all 100 of the adamantite bars that I sold on the Grand Exchange. I'll get that bid in before I start stream so I can run while I'm away in case I don't get an instant buyout. And then I'll have a plan for next attempts. I'll have to go get some orange spicy stews and boost smithing, but since I only need a +2 boost, it shouldn't be that hard to fish for. Okay, so previously I sold 102 adamantite bars. I'm going to buy back 100 for 193,000 coins. Just making it even 200. Hey, there they are. Okay, and do I already have some orange spices banked? I do. Decent number of them, actually. Alright, well, before I get ready for stream, I'll try to do what I can with these, I guess. So I can... If I get a +2, 3, 4, or 5 boost, that would be enough. Glad we hit 71 earlier, makes it a little bit easier. If we get a +5 boost, I might be able to make a ton of them before the time runs out, which would be very nice. I'm going to go ahead and bank all this stuff in the meantime so that I've got room to do shit. Oh, I'm out of bank space already, shit. This is something I do at an anvil, not a... Okay. So I think we want to go to Privethinus, because there's 2 of them very close to each other there. Anvil with a hammer. Oh, and I went ahead and I updated the Tin Man project document, reflecting that I had bought back those 100 adamantite bars, so I can't do that more than once. Not that I would. It has been registered, is the point. Okay, they're super close to a bank, which is great. Just confirm that this is where I would be doing it. Adamant bolts unfinished, right? 73 required, okay. It's +1, that's not enough. Still +1, still not enough. -4, definitely not good. So I'll restore my stats and come back. Probably gonna have to go get some more spices. I'm pretty unlucky so far. Big money. 2 or higher, please. +4, fantastic. Let's get as many as we can. Okay, so I made about 510, half the total that I'm able to make, and I'm hoping that that is enough. I'm going to go ahead and fletch them really quick. I think it's after fletching them that I put the ruby bolt tips on them. Let me confirm that before I make too many here, just in case I fuck that up. Nice. So I have to enchant them afterward. My understanding is these are about the same base strength as broad bolts. Oops. Okay, so I didn't realize this, but I guess I want to bring some diamond bolts. I shouldn't have made them all into ruby bolts, basically, because I guess I could bring broad bolts instead, but when the thing procs, if they have less health than you could do damage with a normal max hit, you'll do less damage, so you want to be able to switch to some different bolts at the end, in case it procs then. Alright, so if I want to do enchant, what runes do I need? Presumably Cosmic? Fire, Blood, and Cosmic, okay. Thank God I got all those Cosmic runes from forever ago. Okay, so these bolts are slightly stronger than my broad bolts. They're a normal hit. So it's a 10% chance to activate, but it's an 11% chance. Oh, it's 11% by default, 12% because we did the hard Kandarian Diary. So that seems like it's not a big difference, and it isn't, but if it's that long of a fight and you're shooting that many times, it might be the difference between a win and a lose, especially if a proc is like 100 damage to the guy, right? So he has 460 hit points, 20% of opponent's current hit points. So it'll do 92 damage when he's at max health if it procs right away. I guess it gets less good as the fight progresses, but it's a good chunk of his early health. Okay, so there's my 510 ruby bolts. That I'll have to hold because I gotta start stream pretty soon here, so I'm just gonna bank everything else. What was the thing I deposited? My ring? Get my prayer ring back out. Okay, so we'll end up seeing if the ruby bolts make a difference. I'm gonna step away in a few seconds, probably tomorrow morning. I'll give Vorkath another try with the new bolts and see how much of a difference they make. See you then. Bye.
Good morning, I'm back. I'm ready to go give a try on Vorkath using these ruby bolts. So let me get my materials together and we'll go get started with that. Okay, so I think I have enough stuff here. I think this is the best inventory that I can bring. I'm going to look in a couple more places here just to see if there's anything else I can bring to squeeze out a little bit of extra value. Like, guess there's an argument to bring broad bolts and to switch to broad bolts once Vorkath gets down to like less than 100 health, so that I don't proc the thing that damages me for 10% of my health and do very little damage. But I don't know if I want to spare an inventory slot just for that, you know? So to pick which inventory slot am I going to sacrifice? I think I'm going to try it just with the bolts. I'm going to hope that it doesn't proc in the last few hits and eat some of my damage, because I can't really spare the slots right now. I think everything else is the best I'm going to do right now. And I think I have enough in my stock to be able to do this a couple times, so if I burn through this whole inventory, it's not game over yet. Alright, here goes nothing. Okay, let me just remind myself of the mechanics. Giant orange fireball in the air, walk away. Giant pink fireball, reactivate prayers once it hits you. Ice fireball, use crumble undead on the thing that crawls towards you. I got that pretty well last time. I think I missed it once. Took 30 damage. When it sprays acid, don't stand in the acid and just try to walk out of it as best as possible. Venom, we're kind of fucked by venom. I can't get immunity to it, so I have to drink 2 doses of super anti-poison to get rid of it. This time I might try just leaving the poison on and just converting venom to poison. Just dealing with the additional damage that I'll be taking constantly. And then walk on a straight line back and forth whenever he starts shooting lots of little mini fireballs. I think that's everything. So here comes attempt number 2, this time with ruby bolts. Let's see how it goes. Make sure I've got my Ava's accumulator. Okay. Let me drink this anti-fire first. It's already doing way better than previous attempts. Ruby bolts aren't fucking around, apparently. Oh right, prayers are disabled. Shit, get out of the way. It's one that hits really hard if you let it get you. Get away! Shit. Okay, it could have been worse. Shit! Whew. Walk right into it, right again. Gotta stop being so bad with that particular attack. Focus on like trying to get as many shots off as possible that I keep forgetting to pay attention to abilities. It's got double venomed. Not cool. 24%. It's possible. Get away! Down to the last 100 health. Shit. Alright, there's a few more big hits in. Now I'm Venom for the rest of the fight, so hopefully I can win before that runs out. I'm gonna be very sad. 58 health left. Run away! 49 health left, come on. So close. Venom's starting to hurt really bad. Hitting 10 per tick now. So close to winning. Just finish it. Get some last big hits off, please. Oh god. 7 health left, come on. We did it! Okay. So I'm still venomed. So I can't keep going. I gotta get out of here now that Vorkath is dead. Let me just go ahead. I don't think I have to kill it again once I kill it. Oh my god, I can't believe we won. Whew. Do Venom ticks interrupt? Oh my god, they interrupt teleporting. Okay, I gotta find another solution then. I still have enough Ceradomin and Bruise that I can heal that way. It's hitting so hard now. I need to figure out where I'm going. How do I get somewhere to heal here? I didn't bring a teleport that takes me to a bank. Just have to let it proc the teleport happen before the Venom tick happens to interrupt my teleport. Now it's hitting for 20. Wonderful. Gotta burn a Ceradomin Bruise to keep it from killing me. I don't think we have to fight Vorkath again, that's my understanding. 20 is the max that it does, I guess. Let's do Ring of Dueling. Hands are still kind of shaking a little bit from winning. I can't believe we did. Okay, and I only ended up using, because of Ava's accumulator, even though I made 500 bolts, I only ended up using like 24 of them, so that's good. I should be set if I need to use Ruby bolts for other fights later on. I can't tell when that thing procs at all. Okay, whew. The Venom part is basically over. It's not actually 100% over. I still have to actually go into the lab behind where Vorkath was, and I guess there's spiders in there. All the guides are like, oh, it's no big deal. The spiders don't even hurt you. They can venom you, but you have infinite anti-venoms, right? Because you're a normal player who can just buy them off the Grand Exchange and not even think about it. I was like, yep, that's me. Not even a problem in the slightest. So I still don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. I will bring some of these super anti-poisons. We'll bring some food. I guess I'll bring the Ring of Dueling so I can remove everything at the end. I'm so happy that we won. I was really worried about that. I guess I'll bring the Lunar Staff. Save this teletab. I should make more Relica teletabs later. They're not that hard to make. And I've got tons of these redirection scrolls still. I guess I don't need to grind Nightmare Zone to get the salve, the imbued salve amulet, so that's nice. Where else am I going here? So, it's my understanding that you don't have to fight Vorkath more than once, but I'm still nervous about it, so I'm really hoping I don't walk back in there and it's just back, right? That first attempt really had me sad. Like, I came out of it like, geez, I was with a full inventory and I just barely got him to 66%. But these things, the Ruby Bolts, they pay the bills apparently. I gotta go back and watch the VOD and see if I can tell when it's proccing the special ability. I think I got a lot of hits really early in the fight too, which was helpful. I'm guessing that the Divine Ranging Potion was a big help also, given that I kept a large boost to range the whole fight. Torfin should have brought a Stamina Potion, oh well. Please God, tell me he's still dead after all that. Okay, thank God. Looks like he is. Whew. Dragon Bitters. Okay, so that was the main difficult boss fight that I've been stressing out about. I understand that Dragon Slayer 2 has a much harder boss fight later on, but the main thing that was stressing me out about Vorkath is Venom, and the fact that I was never going to be able to totally deal with it. Any items left in the dungeon, including upon death, will be lost forever. So I think we need to go south and pull a lever. These are the spiders that can venom me, which is not good. Lever. And there's somewhere I have to go. There's a chest I have to open here somewhere. In here, maybe? Because these things aren't actually hitting me. Oh, I did just get venom. Okay. Around here can be used to open it. I actually don't know where to look. Notes next to the incubator. Machinery. Oops. See if I can get somewhere where I'm not being attacked so I can read up on what I'm doing. Might be easier said than done. Shit. Alright, Slayer 2. Pull lever in the southwest with at least 15% run. Oh, then we have to run. Okay. So we should have brought the stamina potion. Okay, perfect. Find a key piece in the chest along with a strange key. A. Oh, it's over. Okay. Let's get the fuck out of here then. All 4 pieces, an ancient key. What's the deal with this crazy looking ancient key? And to various metals, including mithril. Fire Wave or Fire Surge? Damn, okay. These notes all identical. Another trial, another failure. Subjects survive the process. Human forces are on the move. We don't know how they found the island. It's irrelevant. Okay, so the dragonkin made creatures. The Vorkath will be of use after all, so the Undead Dragon. Tweaking the spores no effect. Okay, they're talking about the color of the dragon. That's cool. So drop them. Bank them. Get these key pieces. Save myself some bank space. All 4 key pieces. Ancient key. Let's see what the Dragon Bitter even does. Let me turn off the heart rate monitor too. I think we're good. Just have it ready for later in the fight, later in the quest. Oh, it's garbage. I'll just drop it. Runes for Fire Wave. Just Fire Wave. Dragonfire Protection. Do that all day. A hammer. Now this is going to be a difficult path, so I want to make sure I've got everything I want here. Stamina Potion. Not that many Stamina Potions. Dig Site Pendant. Barbarian Outpost. Teleport. Some food, I guess. These anti-poisons back. Don't need that anymore, thank God. Ancient Cavern. Again, this quest really feels like a good final quest for the series. Sends you all across the whole game. Oh, I had auto-retaliate off for that whole Forecath fight. Wonder if that mattered. Maybe I needed to have it off, so I wouldn't like keep attacking while I was doing his fire thing. I was clicking it pretty frequently. It certainly wasn't the cleanest attempt. I got hit by a lot of stuff I didn't need to be hit by, and probably overused potions and stuff. It wasn't like my Song of the Elves boss fight where it was like, when I won, I did everything perfectly and barely won. Alright, follow the east wall until you reach stairs leading to the Mithril Dragons. Open the Mithril door with the ancient key. Map would be really nice here. One sec, I'm going to fast forward while standing here just to make sure I know where I'm going. This cave is way too dangerous for me to be dicking around. Okay, I think I know where I'm going. We take these stairs here. And we go west this way. There should be a mithril door over here. This guy is hurt really bad, even with all those buffs. Okay. Whoa, dragon heads. This is cool. Okay, go inside. Use Fire Wave on the 3 dragon head structures. Oh, cool. That's kind of neat. That's actually super awesome. I dig it. I'm surprised they're not using fire making for this, given they don't really have a lot of opportunities to use fire making, right? Sound moves slowly away to the south. Some hidden apparatus is set in motion. Okay, let me figure out where I'm going after that. Pause here again. Okay, so we just unlocked a new staircase in the southwestern corner of the map. I think I can get there, okay. Let's do protection from melee, because that seemed like that was way worse last time. All the way southwest, it looks like. Remember when I was trying to get a mithril grapple here and it just didn't work out for me? Okay, I think we're safe now. Forge the 4 pieces together by using one of the anvils. Oh, this is a really cool looking area. It's awesome. Smith anvil. It's fucking awesome. I love it. This game is so good. Such a cool thing to have to do after putting all that stuff together. Big fan. Okay, hold up. Catch up to where I was in the quick guide. Go away, Rick Turpentine. I don't know why you keep wanting to interrupt Dragon Slayer 2 of all quests. I like stuff like this symbol. This whole quest seems really well designed. Back to Dallas Jones. Hey dude, I got this key thing. Managed to repair the key. These doors open. Nice. Huge it is. Alright, here we go. Shit. Indiana Jones. Whoa, what the fuck is this thing? That's cool. Something lurks beneath the surface. It seems to be sleeping. Oh my. That is one big dragon. I need to leave now. This isn't right. Cutscene time. Magnificent, isn't he? His name is Galvek. I think that's the final boss. In our tongue it means fate. Hey, the Dragonkin guy is still alive after all this time. I remember you, Zorgoth. Oh. Hello, Robert. You've had quite the makeover. You should be dead. We Dragonkin are not as flimsy as you. I'm afraid you failed. You're a Dragonkin? See, you brought your friend with you. I'm surprised to see you here after all this time. Curious. What do you... Hello there, Dragonkin. You I don't recognize. Who are you? I'm Harrison Ford, bald. Dallas Jones. What answers do you seek? I want to know the truth about Elvarg and Crandor. These names mean nothing to me. Elvarg was a dragon who attacked the island of Crandor. We found a lab hidden in her lair. All the clues they led us to you. You gave her a name? I never bothered. She was nothing. Nice. Pure failed attempt of my life, I realized we were starting to lose the war against your kind. We needed to turn the tide. We needed a new weapon. The creature you called Elvarg was the first. Attempt to create a being which would crush humanity once and for all. She was a failure. We moved on, we tried other methods. Then we came here, our largest facility yet. We began work on what would become our masterpiece. We got here first. An annoying setback. When you attacked, I had this place sealed to keep our work safe. Killed them before they could leave. Been sealed here for hundreds of years, alone and without disturbance. More than enough time for me to perfect our salvation. Good, I'm glad that we've got yet another RuneScape quest where we unleash the ancient evil by mistake. The power no other dragon has, the power to influence the minds of other dragons. Through him an army will be raised, one that will annihilate humanity. Why? You attacked us and tried to destroy us. You took away our homes and our people. Were we expected to stand by and watch? We were defending ourselves. You threatened to destroy us all. It's Bob the cat. Only a few gave in to the anger of the curse. Only a few waged war on you. I feel like, given the large gap between the end of the, old school era and then picking this game up by the old school team, it has to be fun to try to put stories together using the pieces that are lying around the game from the old developers. I'm sure that there are some people that have been around the Jagex the whole time, but it's an interesting creative challenge. Humanity is a disease. You've just unleashed the cure. Do they think we're letting you leave this place? You have a choice. Let me show you. Awaken. That seems bad. Oh no, not Dallas! Oh, that was a cool little animation. Shit. You better go. It's Jardrick. That was a really good hit. Way to go, Jardrick. Hitting 64s on the final boss. Cool looking enemy. Really hurts. Slight problem in our hands. Dragonkin said he was going to assemble an army of dragons. We're going to need some help. King Rold commands one of the largest armies in the world. Get in touch with Keldagrim. Oh, we're doing a classic go unite the nations to help against a threat. I'm glad we're doing this one last instead of Song of the Elves. This is much more climactic. Let's see here. What's the quest say to do now? Spoke to Bob and Jardrick. We agreed we don't have the power to take on Zorgoth and Galvek on our own. I should head to Varrock and ask King Rold for help. Okay. Talk about the dragon threats. Here to talk about dragons. They've already spotted dragons flying around. Yikes. My best people investigating this will make sure the citizens are safe. About that, I know what they're doing.
Dragonkin named Zorgoth, who's managed to bring the dragons under his control. He's forming an army which he intends to use to attack humanity. That's preposterous. You should just believe me at this point, Rold. Come on. Hey, you've been a friend of Varrock in the past. What would you ask of us? Gather your soldiers. We have to destroy the dragon threat before it destroys us. Do you know what this means? Of course I know what it means. Citizen's right. This isn't like Mauritania. I mean, this guy's kind of a douchebag. Make the necessary preparations. I'm glad that they had a little reference to like why they weren't able to mobilize forces for Mauritania, and here they're doing it. Visit King Thoros. Who the hell's King Thoros? Chieftain Brunt and Ceramic Vars. Ally with the barbarians? They have ships and soldiers. We need them on our side. Yeah, it is a go around and unite the world quest. That's awesome. Cool. Ceramic. Vase. Oh, King Thoros is the new king after Song of the Elves, so that's cool that they go back and change the other quests in the game. Because I guess Song of the Elves came out after Dragon Slayer 2. It was actually released after I started playing this QuestScape playthrough. Where is Ceramic Bars? Western part of the castle. There he is. Hey, dude. Talk about the dragon threat. Here to talk about dragons. Dragons are uniting under a dragonkin named Zorgoth. Tends to use them against us. I thought the dragonkin were dead. We have a plan to combat this threat. King Rold is forming an army to take on the dragons. Requested your presence in Varrock to discuss this. Cool. Alright, and then we need the new king of Ardoin. And I'm going to have to take a break before the final sequences. King Thoros. Oh shit. Sorry, Mr. Paladin, I didn't mean to do that. No, don't do it again. Talk to King Thoros. On behalf of everyone in Ardoin, I thank you for your help adventure. If we don't have time to talk, my predecessor left me a lot of work to do. Appreciate that you're busy, but I wanted to talk to you about some dragons. Recent activity is caused by a dragonkin called Zorgoth. He's forming an army of dragons to destroy humanity with. Meeting being held in Varrock. We have no quarrel with Mistalin. I accept. Let's go to talk to Chieftain Brunt. I wish there was a bank somewhere here. Because like getting here with items is frustrating. Ask about the dragon threat. Talk to you about that. Tend to take these beasts on. I do. You're a true warrior. Fear this may be too much even for you, though. You're heavily outnumbered. Fight along Outerlanders. Not typically our way. Dragons are threatening humanity as a whole. We must fight back. Let it not be said that Fremennik turned away from a good fight. You have our support. Show your other friends a thing or two. Awesome. They are bringing in all the nations. It's so cool. Outerlanders in their meetings. I'll attend, but this better not take long. We have dragons to kill. Whoa. Holy shit, this is great. I'm really glad that we're doing this last. Oh man, everybody's here. We got the Aniromancer from the Lunar Isles. I wasn't expecting them to show up. Certification. Wise Old Man. Duke Horatio from Lumbridge. Oh man. Radical. Basically everybody except people in Mauritania because they got their own shit to deal with. This is pretty epic. I'm a fan. They actually made a quest that's effectively like I feel like Dragon Slayer 2 is effectively beating the game. The QuestScape really feels like it is because it's doing all of the different quest chains and wrapping them up, but our forces united, we should have the strength to take on these dragons and destroy them. Take no joy in it, but war would be the only option here. Even half of what history says is true. The Dragonkin are merciless. Before the meeting, I thought I'd have a little rummage in the archives. War is inevitable. All due respect, how can we be sure this is the work of a Dragonkin? What if there was a mistake? There's no mistake. I saw it myself. Let me guess, a Neuromancer, you used your magic. Sorry, one sec. Okay, I had to Google him. Denolf is from Berthorpe. Thought his name sounded familiar. Read the threat is real. May I suggest we get to work on solving it rather than bickering? Much as I hate to agree with the White Knight, he's right. What do we do? Dragons are amassing at Ungil. Take the fight to them and destroy the danger before it leaves that island. Keep the fight away from any innocent. It would be a great risk. Boats do not do well against dragons. So we amass the fleets. Does anyone has any complaints? You've been quiet throughout this. What are your thoughts? It's a good plan. This room contains some of the most powerful people in the world, heroes and rulers alike, but maybe the only thing that stands in the way of annihilation. We not all like each other, and some of us have a checkered history, but we'll work together to destroy the enemy. Good luck to us all. But I still have my Frenetic Exiles title. Torfin will take you to the fleet when you're ready. Bob wants to talk to me outside. Okay. Hello, Bob. I need to talk about Zergoth. Dragonkin are not easy to kill. They're immune to most weapons. You can kill as many dragons as you want in this battle, but it won't be over until Zergoth is dead. We're on Lithgren. Jardrick fired a crossbow at Galvek. Galvek and Zorgoth are linked. Oh, that's helpful. When Jardrick hurt Galvek, Zorgoth felt pain as well. To kill Zorgoth, we need to slay Galvek. I have faith in you. Coming with us? I can't fight, but maybe I can be useful in some other way. Much of this is my fault. It's only right that I help put things right. Cool. I think this is the final showdown. Okay, so my understanding of this part is that it's a giant multi-part fight that has checkpoints along the way that we're going to want to warp out of each time we get to. The actual final boss fight is at the end of it, and that's really, really hard. But everything up into that is also really, really hard because we have to fight giant waves of dragons that have different weaknesses and things like that. I'm going to try to get to the closest bank, which I think is Sears Village. I also need to restore my stats, which I'll worry about here in a second. Yeah, unfortunately, I think the closest bank is probably going to be... I guess it could be the one at the Barbarian Outpost. They look pretty similar. I guess the Barbarian Outpost, I have to jump over all this crap, which is annoying. I want to make sure I have a full inventory every time I attempt this, you know. I might try to make some Camelot teletabs later. Let's see. Okay, well, it's time for me to take a break. I need to research what's going on in the next step so I can be fully prepared. So I'm going to split the recording there, and I'll be back in a few seconds to attempt the end of Dragon Slayer 2. It's happening. See ya. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to be breaking this up in terms of checkpoints. So each time we get to a checkpoint, I'm going to split the recording and read up on what I'm doing for the next part. First things first, I need to restore my prayer, and I need to get some more broad bolts and that sort of thing. So I'm going to pop out and do all that. I'll come back in to commentate once I've got my inventory set up for part 1. So I'll be back. Okay, I think I've got my inventory set up here. My understanding is that phase 1's not that bad. The first checkpoint's not that bad, that is. And then it gets kind of nasty after that. I'm going to try to bring half, let's see, 4, 8, 12,
15, 16, 17. I'm trying to bring 8 high healing foods. I'm just trying to save some of my high healing foods. I guess I could do sharks. I've never used those. May as well burn through some of them. I'm trying to save my tuna potatoes for, like, the final fight, in case it comes up. So I'll drink a stamina dose on my way there. Okay, I think I'm ready. God, this is stressful. I'm not going to turn on the heart rate monitor until we get later on when it's... I think the first part's actually not too bad, so... According to the wiki. Just have to fight a few dragons with the help of some NPCs. Let's go. Travel to the fleet, yes. So begins the final encounter. Whoa. It's cool. So there's an Arduin boat, there's a Falador boat. I'm super into this. Relica boat is the one we're on, I think. So before the first checkpoint, we have to do like a mini game where we have to like repair a bunch of stuff on this boat for 4 minutes, and I guess it's pretty hard, so we might fail a couple times. We'll see. Shit. Okay. Douse the water. Paste the leak. Maybe I don't have to use it. If I can just click it, that's fine. House fire. It's a cool sequence, though. Here at mast. Love the guy playing the drums. It's awesome. Okay, heal the warriors. Probably should be doing that sooner. They look pretty different. I might already have lost to a feeling to heal it early on, but that's okay. I'll know what to look for next time. Super cool, though. I love that everyone has a Dragonfire Shield, too, even like Brunt the Chieftain. It's really neat. It's a good way to have you use all your different skills, right? Construction. Yeah. Like going for that mast. Oh yeah, you get a lot of hits at the end here. Yikes. Hopefully my mistakes early on aren't screwing me now. I didn't see the guys that have been damaged. 30 seconds. Swamp paste paying off in the end of the game. Use it so much. The thing this quest is missing is like bribing someone with alcohol. 12 seconds. I think we're gonna make it. Cool. Okay, and then I guess we just fight the 3 dragons back to back. So there's a checkpoint after the brutal green dragon. Ouch! Nice. Time to wake up, Ralton, and they still use your full title from Frenetic Exiles, even though that came out later. That's cool. I'm sure it's just a variable, but it's still neat. Where'd everyone go? Oh yeah, Koshie the Deathless. He's that guy that we fight in Frenetic Trials. How many characters show up that are familiar in this? This is so awesome. Oh, no way. Oh, I got chills from that. It's playing the title screen music. This is beating RuneScape. I mean, we'll do more quests as they come out, but this is the end of the game. Okay, we gotta jump in between things. Got it. That's fucking awesome. I really like that. This is agility, I assume? Okay, of course it is. Of course. Well, not a great start for the epic title screen music sequence. That's such a cool choice to play the title screen music now. Whoever had that idea, Jagex. Genius. Okay. Oh man, there's Brunt and the Wise Old Man. Nice. Okay, so maybe I'm not really in danger during this sequence because they're helping. Get him, Wise Old Man. Look at his kick-ass gear, too. Good work, we'll catch up. Oh man, this sequence is so awesome. I don't know if anyone else has gushed about how cool this is, but... I love just sequences like this in video games where you just bring everybody back. They definitely weren't lazy with it. I was thinking it was going to be like, you're going to go gather the other forces, and then you're just going to like teleport in and fight some dragons back to back, and then fight the boss. Again, I guess it's the difference between reading a text guide and like actually doing the quest. Looks like the path forward's pretty straightforward here, like it's easy to tell where you're supposed to go. Climb ship. Jump gap, I see. Just we fight a dragon on each one of these big red ships. I'm still not over how cool it is to have the title screen music play during this. Big fan. Oh yeah, these guys. Jardrick. I love how they all have Dragonfire Shields. That's so cool. It makes perfect sense. That's one of the things I was saying I really like about RuneScape in general, is that it's very, like, it respects its own lore, and it respects how the game plays in terms of the storytelling. Like, in a lot of other games, the fact that the protagonist needs to have a Dragonfire Shield and not get wrecked by dragons isn't something that you would usually care about for the NPCs. But they actually make an effort in that respect a lot of the time. There's not a lot of ludonarrative dissonance in this game. Well, there doesn't seem to be a lot of risk during this first part, so I might keep going after the second checkpoint and see. But I will probably take a break after some checkpoint, if I'm low on supplies at all. Should keep going. Can do. Rude. Can't you jump while being attacked by a red dragon, main character? Come on, get your shit together. Apparently not. I'm heading this way, it looks like. Hey, oh, it's the Neuromancer. Nice. Does it show that in the guide? To fight first ship as a red dragon. Oh, there's okay. There are screenshots of them below that. In that case, I should just follow the... I'm going to follow the quick guide so I don't get spoilers on who I'm going to run into, because I think that's really cool. Yeah, the quick guide just says, fight these dragons. That's so rad. And they're both level 126, because of course they are. I think that's the highest level in the game. Okay, so I don't think we've triggered the checkpoint yet. It says there's a checkpoint after we talk to Bob, but I do have enough resources. I think I'm just going to keep pushing on to the next section, and then I'll leave after that checkpoint. I'm doing fine on my resource usage, and I keep eating sharks from failing these stupid... That was a cool jump. This way, probably. It's interesting, like, this place should be a mess, but they've laid out the objectives pretty well, and it's not too... It's possible to not get lost. Hey, anti-fire potions. Okay. Thank goodness you're here. We got ourselves into quite a situation. We're never going to make it to the island now. Worry about that later. For now, you have to take out these dragons. Okay, so I think there's a checkpoint after these 4 dragons here. So we'll plan to warp out once they die. Can't reach that. I have to climb over the debris to join them, I guess. Even the regular soldiers all have anti-dragon shields. I love it. I'm experienced in fighting blue dragons, let me tell you what. Perfect. These guys pretty hard. It's working. One more, and then I'm going to warp out. I guess there's a cutscene that plays after this last one goes down. Then we gotta warp out of here. Alright. Whoa, cool music. Hey, it's Galvek. Well, that's not good. So how are we getting out of this one, guys? Look who it is. I see you're still alive. I'm not easy to kill. Nice. We shall see. Galvek. No! Oh, that sucks. They're really good at like killing off characters in these Grandmaster quests. Like it actually creates stakes, right? I like that. Just gonna Tamalot teleport out of here right away here. Okay. Alright, well that was the first part. That was super cool with the music playing and the familiar NPCs and all that fun stuff. Let me pause the recording and figure out what I need to bring for the next section, because I guess at this point I'm starting to fight dragons that are a lot harder. I might need to have more supplies, that sort of thing. I'll be back in a few seconds. Okay, I think I'm prepared for the next section. It's just 3 dragons. Should be fine. I think I want to bring Divine Ranging Potion, though, so I'll do that here. I have enough of these shards for all of these attempts, I hope. One, please. Still want anti-fires. Don't need this hammer. Don't need this pestle and mortar. I can just fill the rest of my inventory pretty much with food, I think. I think we're probably okay. In fact, I can probably bring a Relica Teleport just to speed this up a little bit, even though it'll get burned in the process. I need to recharge my prayer. Do that real fast. I don't know if I was off mute for most of that. I'll have to watch the video later. I'll probably forget. I was just saying that I'm prepared for the fight. I've got this gear, made a Divine Ranging Potion. We gotta fight 3 dragons, and I'm just gonna warp out again, so should be good. I'm gonna go ahead and eat an inventory space. It's only 3 dragons. Just for the convenience of not having to run all the way up here. We're super close. It's happening. Dude, no bank, by the way. Ultimate Iron Man. I think I'm ready. I'll go ahead and pop these guys here before I travel. Travel to the fleet, yes please. Okay, so my understanding is this Galvek guy doesn't attack every so often, that I have to run away from this one right now. Presumably it targets whatever square I'm on once he begins the animation, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Let's see where it ends up landing. Yeah, I think it's wherever you were standing once his animation starts. He's got a pretty long wind-up for it, and it sounds like there's like an audio cue as well, so I didn't bring prayer potions. That might get me in trouble later. Can always warp out if that becomes a problem. Try to conserve prayer for the harder dragons later on. That might be a bad idea. Oh no, I do still have prayer potions. Never mind, we're fine. Put these back on. What am I doing? What is even happening with my life right now? It's pretty easy to keep an eye on Galvek during the fight, at least. Dragon number 1 down. Steel Dragon, these guys are nasty. It's hard to hit them. Looks like I'm getting some hits in now, that's cool. These guys work like steel dragons, and I think if I just stay at range from them, I'm completely safe, because they can't hurt me with their Dragonfire. I've got the shield. In that case, I can just turn off protection for melee. It's not helping me at all. I'm just gonna mark this tile to see if that's where he shoots it if I leave, like, immediately when I see his animation start. No. Okay, so it's partway through the animation. That's important. Just gonna figure out when it happens. I think it's when his... Okay, so it's when his mouth opens. But it's the warning to start moving, basically. There we go. Slowly but surely, getting there. Glad I brought these prayer potions. Here's if I can just run between these two tiles. Shit. Maybe not if I start moving too early. Yeah, oof. Probably easier to just run further. Not like there's much risk to it. Trying to understand the mechanics. Okay, that works. Brutal red dragon. Oh, which apparently can still hit me through all this shit. Fuck, 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 fuck. Did not know that's how they worked. Now I do. Let's stay in melee range then. Jesus, ouch. These guys are less defensive than the metal dragons, so it's taking forever to kill. I'm really feeling I was going to try to not burn through another dose of my Divine Ranging Potion, but I'm feeling it not being active. Oh, jeez. Almost got him here. Like they're teaching me about his breath mechanic for the actual boss fight. Alright, that's a checkpoint, so we'll warp out of here after the cutscene. Can't you see you've already lost? Precious hero is gone. Your friends have abandoned you. Don't be so sure. Hey! Alright. Wise old man, a Neuromancer, Brunt the Chieftain. This is great. I'm so happy. I love having the Neuromancer here, too. Warp time. Bye-bye. Alright, that's the next checkpoint. I don't think I need to split the recording for the next wave. There's a solid argument for using magic during this sequence, because I guess they all have their weakest against magic, but my magic stat isn't as good as my range stat, so I'm just going to look at each of the dragons here. So the Mithril Dragon is strong against range. It's not that much weaker against magic. Yeah, I guess 3 of them are the weakest against magic. Alright, I'll give it a shot. So I'm not going to split the recording here. I'll just fast forward as I do some banking and switch to a magic set. I'm going to pop over to a rune shop and buy some death runes really quick. Okay, I got 1,000 death runes, which is probably overkill, but I just don't want to lose because of that. That would be such a sucky reason to lose. I'm going to put some gear together and we'll head out there here. So we need these insulated boots that I bought forever ago, and I don't think I've really had an opportunity to use. It helps with one of the dragons does electric attacks. One of the dragons does poison, so we have Antidote plus. What else can I bring here? So we'll do sharks. And I'll bring, just to play it safe, to get some inventory density, 3 Ceradomin brews and 1 super restore. And the rest of it can be sharks. Alright, I'm running. Let's go. Okay, here comes the next wave. Let's knock this out, and then we'll take a break before the actual final boss fight. So go ahead and drink my Divine Secret Defense Potion, Anti-Fire, and Magic Potion. Wait to use the antidote until we kill the first dragon. Still have to pay attention to Douchebag. God, why is he hitting me so hard? Is he hitting me for ranged or something? I'm confused. It must be ranged he was hitting me with, okay. Run away! I can force him to use melee if I stand next to him, I wonder? Probably not all the way. Hitting him pretty hard right now, this dragon. Run away! The Adamant Dragon. God, he sucks. Just stand under him? Not really. So I'm glad I brought these Ceradomin brews. This phase is going to be harder than I thought. Kind of let me move there. I didn't think it was going to. Run away! God, this Rune Dragon sucks. I'm gonna warp out. I don't think I can live here. That was way nastier than I thought it was gonna be. Okay, so the Rune Dragon's really hard. And we need more healing density. Jesus. Let's see. I don't know if I want to go all out and bring a full inventory of sprues, but I guess I have them to spare. So I just need to survive, right? Okay, well if I do that, then I don't need the defense potion. Probably don't need the magic potion because it's just going to get screwed over by the Saradomin brew. I don't need the prayer potions because the restore potions are going to do that for me every time I heal. I was not expecting the regular dragons to be that hard, holy shit. Okay, so if we do... let's see. I think I still want to bring some... like a tuna potatoes. So we do 3 brews for every restore. I mean, maybe the big problem is just the magic gear is not good for the sort of damage I'm taking in this fight. Maybe it's better for me to go in with ranged and just tank the hits and have a worse chance of landing attacks on the enemy. I need them to be hitting me for 0 more often. That's a big part of the problem. Oops, wrong teleport. Okay, I think I'll try it with magic one more time. If that doesn't work, I'll switch to the ranged kit, because it's pretty good all-around defense on the ranged kit, I think. I need to figure out what I should be praying, I guess. Try it with this setup. Oh, you know, I think I know I was getting my ass kicked. I didn't have the Dragonfire Shield. Kinds of simple mistakes that you can make. Let me go ahead and pop the Lumberchum teleport and grab it. Because I just switched to my magic. You're like, why are these things fucking destroying me? Does it say that in the chat log too? Helps protect you from the dragon's breath. You're horribly burnt by the dragonfire. You're horribly burnt by the dragonfire. I can't believe I survived that long getting burnt by the dragonfire. Okay, I bet it's going to go way more smoothly this time. I don't need to bring this many resources, but... I think that tanks your stats when they hit you with that too, doesn't it? That makes so much sense. So much sense. In that case, I'll bring 1 fewer thing so I can have a convenience Relica teleport. That's pretty goofy, but it's fine. Shit happens. It's already looking a lot better at the beginning. I think he can still hit me with some attacks. He has occasional ranged attacks he can use, but I'm not getting damaged by every single Dragonfire. Okay. I was getting really worried. They're like, why are they kicking my ass so hard? I don't understand. Oh shit, that thing still hurts you if you stand in the poison goop that he spits. I did not realize that before. Okay. Now I know. So we gotta run away from that in the future. It doesn't just inflict poison on you that you have to use an antidote to recover from, apparently. Whatever douchebag does that. Run away whenever that guy does that, because it's very bad and it hurts. Run away! Multiple things that I have to run away from here. Do you have the insulated boots on? Okay. Run! Scary Galvic attack. Okay, so the lightning stuff is mitigated by having the boots, but not completely undone. Run! Dragon's hard, it turns out. I'm gonna use a good chunk of these resources in this fight, I think. Does it just heal itself? That's not acceptable. I'm getting the occasional hit off on it. Run away! Run away again! Just healed again, didn't it? Son of a bitch. I wonder what causes it to heal. I'm not super clear on that yet. It's close. Okay, now we can warp out for the final boss fight, and then I am going to take a break. Enough of this. You've had your fun. That fun is at an end. Brutal Black Dragons, you now face the full might of my power. Got your back. You show that dragon what for. Okay, so they're going to fight the Brutal Black Dragons. That's cool. Come on, Dragon Slayer. They said the thing. Let's see what you've got. Cool. Yep. Go ahead and break that teletab. New music track, The Dragon Slayer. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to take a break, figure out how this boss fight works, and I'll be back for the final fight, for the end of the game. Big smile on my face. We might lose a bunch of times, which is a little scary, but it's still fun to be at the end. See ya. Hey, I'm back. I watched bit of video on the phases, so I think I understand what to expect now. I'll kind of summarize my knowledge before I go in. I want to set myself up for success as much as possible, though, so I'm going to go make some diamond bolts, which is going to require me boosting again. I do have, like, 3 full orange spices remaining, so I really hope that's enough. I don't want to have to go in the middle of this epic boss fight farm for spices. But if it happens, it happens. You know, what are you going to do? I'm going to pop over to Privethenis real quick. I can bank problems for myself. This is awful. I'm going to have to clean up all my potions once this is over. Just clean up my bank in general. It is a mess right now. Okay. So, I still have more spaces I need to clean up. Jesus. That will probably do. We're going to go to Privethenis real quick, and I'm going to try to boost to make some adamant bolts so that we can make diamond bolts. So like I said, I'd like to set ourselves up for success here. Wouldn't want to get to the final phase and then choke because I don't have the right ammo. Alright, so here we pray we get a good smithing boost. Come on, RNGesus. +4, that is the dream. Oh god, don't make other stupid stuff. Make the thing that I want. Okay. I wasted a few seconds of the boost there, but I'm just going to try to make as many of these as I can. This means I don't have to go to the stupid, I don't have to go fight the Hell Rat Behemoths right before fighting the final boss. I am going to be doing some smithing right before fighting the final boss, but it's a little bit less stupid, I think. Alright, well, I'll fast forward through this. I'll make these into diamond tip bolts, and then we'll head back to the Sears Village Bank, and I'll give you guys my summary of what the plan is. Nice, just barely enough boost to finish all of my bolts. Okay. Also, can I just add that, like, this justifies... You remember when I felt bad about spending all that time grinding fletching up far beyond the quest cape minimum for the mithril grapple, and then grinding it up even further to make a little bit of money? Like, we needed 65 fletching to be able to make diamond bolts and ruby bolts, so it was all worth it in the end. Okay, 490 bolts. I think with Ava's accumulator that should be more than enough. Let me go ahead and enchant these really quick. Figure out what the hell I need to enchant them. Earth Staff, and then Cosmic Runes and Law Runes. Oh, that's expensive, but okay. I can afford it. No big D. Okay, diamond bolts have been crafted. Let's head over to Sears Village, bank up. So the idea with the diamond bolts is that their proc effect is that they ignore defense. So when we get the boss down to 150 health or lower, it's going to stop proccing for 30 or more damage. So we want to switch to the diamond bolts to try to get some last hits in to finish him off. So my understanding about this fight, since we're not super high level and our gear isn't amazing, is that we're mostly trying to fish for a lucky string of ruby bolt procs. So we might have to go in and attempt it multiple times until we just get some lucky hits off, because we're going to be limited on the total amount of healing that we have. I mean, obviously also there's mechanics that I want to try to avoid. So to summarize the mechanics, they've already taught us at length about the main attack that he does, where he shoots a fireball into the sky, and if it lands on you, it basically just kills you. So we got to be good at avoiding that throughout the entire fight regardless. In addition to that ability, he has 4 elemental phases, which is a really cool concept. So phase 1 is fire. He puts fire traps on the ground, and if you stand near them, you die. But then you also have to be dodging his normal fireball attack. So I think the idea is that you stand in melee range right in front of him, and you just move back and forth along that path so that you're not in danger of getting hit by the bombs, that he doesn't teleport you into the bombs, that sort of a thing. And you just use that to dodge his super fireball move. Phase 2 is a wind attack. He launches a hurricane at you that drains stats, including run energy, and the run energy part is kind of bad because you need to be able to run to get away from his big fireball. So we want to kind of just keep an eye on that. Watch the run energy. Hopefully it regens quickly thanks to having a decently high agility stat. Phase 3 seems like it is the hardest phase by far. He summons tidal waves that can one-shot you if you touch them. And then while he's shooting the tidal waves at you, he also is still shooting his fireballs at you. So phase 3 is all about looking for a gap in the tidal waves and then moving through them while still moving far enough away to avoid the fireball. So both of them are a potential one-hit kill. And then if we can make it to phase 4 seems like it's not that difficult. He throws boulders at you that stun you. If you get hit by a boulder, then he hits you with his fireball attack and kills you. But it seems like you can turn, run off, and just walk around him while occasionally firing off shots and hopefully win from there. I need to double check what I'm praying. I think starting in phase 2, I want to switch to praying ranged, but I pray magic in phase 1. He still does the pink fireball that turns off your prayers like Vorkath had, so we'll have to be prepared for that. I guess since most of the fight I'm praying range, I will put that on my quick prayer, and I'll just manually switch to magic in phase 1. The idea, though, is to just hope that we get a bunch of Ruby Bolt procs, burn through some phases, switch to Diamond Bolts when he's down to 150 health. So I'm going to put my stuff together, I'm going to turn on the heart rate monitor, we're going to walk out to the place, and we're going to give it a shot. See what happens. I think I have enough supplies to last me several attempts, so we shouldn't have to stop to resupply, I hope. Okay, so I think this is my inventory for the fight. The idea behind bringing the stamina potion is just for phase 2 to add some safety there. I don't know that I'm going to need it or really be able to use it, but if we can get away with it, I will take it. Then I basically have a salty run back because there's no bank in Relica, so I guess we also had a salty run back for what do you call it? Song of the Elves. So it's kind of neat actually. Go ahead and turn on my heart rate monitor, which is hovering above 90 until I started walking towards it and just turned it on. Yeah, they're like 95, that's more like it. Starting to spike already, though. Okay, so while I'm walking, just reminding myself, psyching myself up here, stand in front of him, pray magic, and Eagle Eye. Hope you get a bunch of procs. At 25% or 75% health, he will phase shift into wind. We're just going to have to eat stamina potions if our run energy gets diminished. And restore stats occasionally, which is probably just going to happen anyway because I'll be healing. Also switch to prey ranged in phase 2. Phase 3 is going to be a really hard one. Stand in the gap for the tidal wave and don't get hit by the fireball. And then phase 4, just walk in circles around him. And just hopefully burn him down. This will probably take... So usually it sounds like the standard is like a dozen attempts or so just to get a lucky string of RNG rolls on the Ruby Bolts. We have a slight advantage in that I did the hard diary that increases the proc rate, but it's like a 1% increase, so it's not that big of a difference. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta like save the graph from this fight. You can just see my heart rate climbing slowly the closer I get to the teleport point. Are you ready? Almost. Let me quaff my potions real fast. Let's go. Those are the bombs that if I get near, I just insta-die from. So I have to avoid that. He uses it way more often now, okay. Shit. Okay, I just got a proc off, that's nice. And another proc, back to back. Prayers got cut off there. I just got a pop-up about a Q&A. I was freaking out, like, are they gonna shut the servers down? Please don't. Getting close to phase 2 here. Okay, we just got a proc. That's very nice. Unfortunately, I think he heals a bit if you proc into a phase change. Not sure. We got another proc. That's so lucky. You feel drained. So gotta watch out for his super move. There's the super move. Come on, let's get a phase change here. Run away. Another proc, oh my god. So lucky. I think we got a new phase change. I gotta watch out for the water. Try to stand in the middle so I have the easiest time getting away from it here. Shit, he can teleport me at him. This is the thing we have to worry about. Whew. Fuck that noise. This is where we really want to get a lot of procs off, right? Run away! Oh my god. It's so hard to like even think about healing during this phase. Oh, I'm freaking out. This is the highest my heart rate's been in like any game. Turn off my prayers, it's fine. More of these. And he's doing the super move now. Got my arms falling asleep because I'm freaking out so bad. Turn my prayer off. I'm not getting procs now. I got all the procs in the easy phases. I need them to trigger now. Just doing regular damage to him right now. He's getting close to a phase transition though. Come on, man. Give me your stupid... I haven't had a Ruby Bolt proc in forever. There's one. Oh, thank God. Okay, turn off run and just walk in circles around. Oh my God. He shot one off as he teleported. Heal now. Heal now. Oh my God. That could have killed me. I didn't even realize he was launching one. I was trying to switch to walking. Oh my God, I'm so stressed out right now. Switch to Diamond Bolts when we get to 150 health. That's the plan. Actually, have to land some hits on him though. He does so much damage with his regular attacks in this phase. Oh my God, Ben. My cat just jumped on my desk. Get down, please. I'm so freaking stressed out right now. I'm not landing any hits anymore. It's freaking me out. I think I just got a proc. I think that's what that sound was. Shouldn't have burned through my big stat boost stuff. I shouldn't have eaten my tuna potatoes. It should be my emergency healing. I'm just really struggling to land hits here. We just got a proc, I think. Oh my god. Okay. Now it's time to switch to diamond bolts. Keep hoping for procs. Several consecutive big hits against me there. Not good. $125 health left. Come on, we just gotta get some big hits. Okay, we just got a proc. Glad it makes a loud sound so I can hear it. To come this close on the first attempt only to lose would be so depressing. God, he just teleported me. He hasn't done that all fight. Something he only does at low health? I think it is. Okay. $39 health. Oh my god, I'm gonna die due to not having enough health. I'm so sad. He's got 5 hit points left. Come on. Oh my god, first try. Holy shit. 173. And he killed Zorgoth. Holy shit. I use all of my resources. Oh my god. Yeah, I gotta save this heart rate monitor. So you all can see the graph. That was such a cool fight, though. Power of preparation. Oh, poor Bob. So sad. I think the heart rate monitor just crapped the bed. I can't feel my fingers. Prayers have been disabled. Holy shit. I love that it just takes you straight there. Fought alongside the armies of Galenor, and together we managed to beat Zorgoth and Galbeck. I should return to Alec and Kate at the Myths Guild. I love that. And then go back to the Myths Guild. Where even was that? I thought it was close-ish to a Velda Pills. Okay. There's a spirit tree. Let's just take that. Yeah, my hands are tingling. I can't feel them at all. The heart rate monitor just came back. After cooling down by about 30 beats per minute, I'm at 144 now. Let me take a screenshot of this monitor. Actually, let me see if I can put it on screen. Y'all gotta see this. Hold on. Window capture. Window capture 2. Not that. This guy. Look at that. Isn't that glorious? This is from the start of the fight, from like we're walking over there all the way up to the fight, and then the drop is when he dies, and I like lean back and breathe a sigh of relief, and the thing disconnects. Oh, fucking fantastic. Alright, I'm gonna turn this thing off and take it off my foot here. Let's go turn things in,
and get the quest cape and do the emote and celebrate. And I was saying I was in a lot more than 8 hours in this episode. Not even necessary. Not even necessary. Fucking first try. I should also say that, like, with the exception of the Zalcano deaths, because I started to be intentionally, like, what's the word? I was not being careful kind of on purpose because I didn't care anymore after dying in the wilderness. But other than the Zalcano death and then the death where I was testing out how Saren worked in Song of the Elves, I did a fight where I was like, I wonder if I can tick eat, if I can just like spam Candy when she does her super ability to heal. Other than those deaths, I haven't died in PvM, just in the wilderness. It's a pretty good run on the whole, I'd say. I'm glad the wilderness deaths happened, and I'm glad the Zalcano deaths happened because they let me be more aggressive and take more risks. That sort of a thing. My hands are still shaking. I can't believe. Whew. This game really does have good PvM content if you're willing to do 800 hours of homework. You can get some really strong boss fights. Like, very challenging. I think I'm going to do a post-mortem on this playthrough, on this game, just kind of summarizing my thoughts on RuneScape. But something that I really like is the way the healing system works. Every fight in the game effectively has a time limit that's represented by your effective health and what you're able to bring in your inventory. So it adds that extra level of pressure. Like, even though bosses don't have enrage timers, it's effectively that. Welcome to the Myths Guild. Let's talk about my quest. I like that it just cuts silently to you mourning Bob, and there's no dialogue or anything. You have faced one of the greatest threats this world has ever seen and came out victorious, not without losses. We'll ensure their sacrifice is never forgotten. Ensure that history will forever remember this day. Tell me everything. Help us fill our library of knowledge. The secrets you have uncovered are worth more than any coin. It is an honor to welcome you into the Myths Guild. Fuck yes. Didn't get us any level ups, but did get us really close to 76 thieving, apparently. I think there's someone in here who gives me, like, combat training XP. Let me check really quick. I'm gonna have to buy the mythical cape. I didn't bring any money with me because I was just too excited. Talking to Ellen and Freya. Interested in honing your skills? Yes, please. I'm gonna bump it all into defense because I don't like manually training defense. All the training I can give you. Alright, just got 100,000 defense XP. Almost to 76. Let me look at this quest list now that it should be completely green, right? 275 quest points. The whole list is green, including the mini quests. Oh, I'm so glad I ended up doing those. It makes it that much more satisfying. Primula. It's just an herbalist. Okay, whatever. Oh, there's a big chest in here. That's cool. And a range right next to the chest. Literally adjacent to it. It's probably the closest range in the game to a chest. Okay, well, I'm going to get the mythical cape eventually, but it is less exciting than the other cape that we've now unlocked. And I still don't have an amulet of glory this far into the playthrough. Just a reminder, like this is my gear. I used an amulet of power for the final boss fight of the game. These are my stats. Here, let me reset some of these so that the XP I just got is visible. I'm really glad I made those diamond bolts. It might have made a difference, because the couple times that I heard the diamond bolts proc, if those had been ruby bolts procking, and I was doing a really small amount of damage, like, we used every single healing item in that fight. It was bad news bears. Alright, so since I don't have an Amulet of Glory, I don't have an easy way to get to fucking Draenor, so I have to... I have to use the Rat Pits minigame teleport, which is fine. Now let's just walk from Lumbridge. It'll be a nice walk. So, I get why people say that Dragon Slayer 2 is harder than Song of the Elves. I agree in the sense that there are way more mechanics you have to worry about in both the Vorkath and the Galvek fights, but it really feels like Song of the Elves is a big heal check. So is this one. I mean, I guess I brought all of those Ceradomin brews. I may have been better to have just fully filled my inventory with Ceradomin brews, because there aren't really a lot of points where you take a shitload of damage. I only ever got hit by his big fireball attack the one time during the phase transition. And that could have hit me for my max health and just insta-killed me. Lucky that it didn't roll. It did like 40 damage, but it could have done way worse. I didn't realize he could launch them mid-phase transition. Wise old man. I love that he's the one that gives you the quest cape. It's perfect. Quest point cape. Believe you're the person to talk to if I want to buy a quest point cape. Believe rightly. 99,000 coins. Oh my god. Oh, it plays music too. That's so cool. I'm glad that there's some music for it. Nice. Oh man, I gotta go do the emote, right? Super zoomed in emote. Oh, I'm so fucking pumped. Let me take the hood off so we know that it's my character. Alright, ready? Let's find that emote. Skill cape. Here we go. Dude. I get why people say it kind of looks like a condom, but it looks like they've added a little diamond thing, so it looks more like a compass. Nice. Fucking awesome. Alright, well, that's the end of old school RuneScape. There's no credits to play for me to talk about my, like, you know, post-mortem thoughts on the game as a whole. But I'm going to make a video that's going to be that. I'm just going to record myself kind of showing some scenes from the playthrough and just kind of talking about how I think about this game as an MMO, who the audience is, what it does right that other games aren't really doing. I think just to present like kind of a short thesis, I think that this game is really special and that it's tapping into like the dopamine loop that you get from an idle game, but it's like an idle MMO, and it's such a cool concept that you're encouraged to do the whole game, that basically nothing in the game is dead content. There are some mini games that people don't really do anymore, but for the most part, like, as long as you're not using the Grand Exchange, you are working your way through and doing everything by yourself. You know, everyone has to level herb lore up to 70 in order to get the quest cape. Everyone has to level prayer up to a certain amount in order to get the quest cape. And like the fact that all of these skills have such different core gameplay loops, and that you have to play through all of them to get to the end game is so great. Like it feels like it's the opposite of a theme park MMO, where pick which one you want to do, but don't go on the rides you don't want to go on. Like, no. This one is pick which one you want to do, but you eventually want to do everything. I think that's super cool. I am going to go, let's see, what's a good place to sign off after all that? Oh, I wanted to talk with Hans. Let's talk to Hans, since we just reached the end. What are you doing here? How long have I been here? So it took us 124 days. Like, I literally made the character and then have played it pretty much nonstop since then, other than a couple, like that Thanksgiving vacation and then my trip to TwitchCon. 38 days, 1 hour, and 6 minutes in the world. How does that line up with the live split timer? 38 times 24. So the live split timer says 886 hours. He's saying 913 hours. So that means I've done like 27 hours total of bank standing. Like whenever I would say, hey, I'll be back later, and then cut the recording and come back. Usually I like end up standing there for 5 minutes, and that adds up to 27 hours, it turns out. But all in all, it was less than 1,000. Okay, well, that was episode 111. That was Old School RuneScape. Hope that you enjoyed it. I certainly had a fucking blast. This game is incredible. I feel like it's hard to get people into this game because they might see the core gameplay loop. They might see me running agility for 12 hours and be like, screw that. But there's something magical about this game that's kind of hard to describe. I'm choking up because I'm so happy. As for the future, when we beat like a franchise focus, I'm going to treat this like a franchise focus, like Zelda or Dark Souls. When new games come out in that franchise, I commit to going and beating those as well. So we'll do that here. When new quests come out, I will come back in order to maintain the quest cape. And I'm probably going to keep playing, doing very, very AFK things, just because I have some other goals that I'm interested in, like doing the diaries. Trying to work out the remaining hard diaries. Do the elite diaries eventually might be fun. Go for the music cape would be cool. We're a good chunk of the way there already. I might just want to look at all of the red items in the music cape list and see what they require. Because I think that if you do the music cape, that means you've literally done all of the content in the game. Because, like, basically every unique boss has a unique song that plays when you go to fight them. So that would be a cool long-term goal, potentially. I did say that after this episode, we are no longer going to be using the 8-hour per episode limit. So, although I'm still planning to record everything I do in this game, I might have an episode that's just like 100 hours of Nightmare Zone that's all fast-forwarded by a whole bunch. So, we'll see how all that plays out. I haven't worked all of it out, but I will likely mark this series as complete from here, and then anything after this will just kind of be bonus episodes and epilogue episodes. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for joining me for this journey. For me, it's been 886 hours. For you, it's probably been at least 100 hours, if not more, even with the fast-forwarding. I hope you had as much fun as I did. Have a good night, and we'll see you when Sins of the Father comes out. Bye.